So it's the Halloween season again. This is one of my favorite times of the year because usually I'm not into scary stuff, but this is the time of year where I can embrace it and be happy with it and see some merits and stuff that I didn't see before because I thought it was too creepy. Today I'm going to talk about
6 scary themes in gaming.
why 6?
Because I can only think of...
Wait, didn't JonTron already say that in one of his videos? Abort reference. Now I'm gonna have to lay a few ground rules here. One is that I'm including only the stuff that was in the game or in the game's code. So any altered scary stuff like the Ben drowned, Scaling from Healing, as creepy as it is, it's not on the list. It's just not, don't count. And 2, I'm gonna make things more interesting by disincluding horror games, because I feel like you expect scary music in horror games. So I want to do games where you least expect it. And trust me, the games on here you will least expect. So without further ado, here are a couple of scary or creepy themes in non-horror games. Enjoy. Now I haven't really played this particular game because there are 2 games on this list that I have not played, but I decided to include this one here specifically because it mostly plays during the cutscenes and only half of the song is really scary, while the rest is just typical tension building battle music. But the first half of it is really creepy because it comes up in a dialogue heavy scene where basically they're talking, there's a lot of political commentary, and basically this song really reinforces the fact that everything you knew in life and every ideal you've gone throughout your entire life is all wrong and it's just false entirely. Is what I like to call political horror. Now you probably already know where this is going from that description, but basically this scene really just makes you really embodies your whole life and everything you thought just come crashing down, and just all this put all these realizations just pouring down on you, and you're just in like political limbo and you don't know what to think anymore after you're done watching a cutscene. Unfortunately, the rest of the music is used for a boss battle, but the first half, really well done. So, this is Arsenal Guts from Metal Gear Solid 2. Yes, Kojima did it once again. I mean, you haven't seen PT? I mean, and Death Stranding? I mean, Jesus. So listen and enjoy. And frick Konami, by the way. Now this next one is more so beautiful and creepy more than scary, but it's just putting into context with the boss battle it goes along with, makes it a lot more, context is important here, and it makes it a lot more creepy for me specifically. Now it's only the second time when it's used. The first time it's used in the boss battle was during a boss that's hilariously weird, but no, this one is kind of creepy. It's sad that the boss fight itself is kind of frustrating, but it's a water boss basically, and the theme is like really is not really as scary, but more so ominous and eerie basically, and it's like you know what's in the water, you see what's in the water, but You don't want it. It's like a more like eerie, drawn out, like more orchestrated version of the Jaws theme. And that is that, if that makes any sense. But just have that context of like the fear of water or something in the water, and you'll understand why. Again, not as much creepy, but more so ominous. It's the song "Creeping Shadow" from Shadow of the Colossus. And by the way, frick Pelagia, that was a terrible fight, but this music, incredible. Okay. I'm going to prep myself for this. Is no one around? Am I good? Can I come out of my fort now? Okay, okay. Let's talk about Undertale. Now I know bringing up Undertale in 2017 is kind of forbidden nowadays because people will just think about the really terrible fandom and basically how popular it was in 2016 and how it basically dropped in popularity because Toby Fox would make a sequel. I mean, come on, guys, it doesn't need one. It's good enough as it is. But basically, you probably already think it's the Gasser theme, and I was gonna include the Gasser theme, but I decided not to because that wasn't included in the actual game. It makes it more creepy in my opinion, but I decided to disqualify it because it wasn't in the actual like game itself, not even on the soundtrack, and it wasn't even finished. It's not even a finished theme, so I don't think it's fair to count it. But I decided to go with one that only really plays when with tremendous build up, because you're basically killing everything and the encounter rate is getting lower and lower, so the fact that you're not encountering anyone as much, it gives you like that fear, like, whoa, what's happening. It gets as a build up, and when you finally kill someone and the famous message pops up, that's when the happy and cheery music of the areas gets replaced by this monstrosity, because that symbolizes that yes, it's something is going on. This is definitely creepy, but it's all because of you. You did it, and that's the power of video games. So here it is. But nobody came from Undertale. Enjoy your nightmares, you
Monsters.
Yo, Sonic has been having a fantastic year so far. I mean, I got to go to Comic-Con and meet the whole Sonic Mania team, and Aaron Weber has been doing a great job with the Sonic Twitter and the Sonic YouTube channel. Sonic Mania came out and it was freaking fantastic. And Sonic Forces still looks okay, I guess. So overall, it's been a pretty darn good year for Sonic. And so it made me go back to play Sonic CD for like the 10th billionth time on my phone. And out of curiosity, I decided to play with the American soundtrack because they always use the Japanese soundtrack. That's when I got to the first Eggman boss fight, and I regretted doing that ever since. Basically, the Japanese version of the boss fight music is very upbeat and catchy because it definitely fits the goofy nature of Dr. Eggman. Because he tries to be serious, but he ends up being goofy. And that's why I think his Sonic 06 interpretation was flawed, to say the least. But that's a whole nother can of worms for another day. But in the US version, they decided to make it creepy to the point where they use it as the final boss theme. Where in the Japanese soundtrack, there actually is their own final boss theme. So basically, we already know about that famous image when you put in the code that says "Fun is infinite, Sega Enterprises." By the way, guys, fun is infinite. That's what it takes to be infinite. Yeah, so we already know that theme plays when you bring up that creepy image. But to save you, you know what? Forget. I was gonna say save you on nightmares and not show you it, but no, what? I'm gonna show you it and show you it just because I'm a dick. So here it is. Here's the image. This is the boss fight theme from the US version of Sonic CD. What makes it worse is I'm cosplaying as Eggman this Halloween. Like the Metal Gear Solid 2 entry, I haven't played the game that this song goes to. I just decided to put it on here because I was so shocked that they decided to do this in a kid-friendly game. And you see that reaction? That's how shocked I was. I am so flabbergasted why they decided to do this. But you know what? Props to them, because holy frick, like freaking hell, like. That's how I can describe it. Like, wow. Like, jeez, this is an E-rated game. For record, the game I'm talking about is rated E for everyone, and Wii Sports Resorts was rated E10 plus, and the E-rated game has this theme in it, where it was in a level that's a river made out of the tears of sinners. This is River Twig's bed from Super Paper Mario. Miyamoto. Why? Why? Thank you for doing it, but why? We reached the final one. Now this one is rather nostalgic to me because all the games I played when I was a little kid were basically all Pokemon games. And I say Pokemon and you think it's Lavender Town. You really think it's Lavender Town. Honestly, I prefer Lavender Town to this upcoming song. But personally, this song creeped me out more than Lavender Town. It's okay, I still love you. Because I think the only reason why people think Lavender Town is so creepy is because of that story that was just a creepypasta, but people actually thought that happened. Like kids actually got suicidal thoughts from listening to the Lavender Town theme and all the creepypastas that the theme song is made. and the fact that it's so out of place from the rest of the game. Honestly, I think this theme though was creepier because all those Gen 1ers haven't even played Pokemon Platinum. I say Platinum, but it's also in Diamond Pearl as well. It's the theme of that just sounds so alien, but that piano, since Sinnoh loves its piano to death, I think the piano really makes it more creepy and more horrific, because it's that classic horror piano. So, and the fact that there's so much creepy stuff that happens in this place too, like you find the ghost of a little girl who walks out the door, but you never see her again, and you find the eyes of like a picture, and they follow you around, and there's like other creepy things that happen, like with this theme accompanying it, like jeez, like ugh, it's disturbing. I love it. This is Forest House, or as I like to call it, the old chateau theme from Pokemon Platinum, Diamond, and Pearl. Now, I just wish I didn't have to go into this place just so I can get a freaking Rotom. And it's not even worth it because I can't even use the Rotom anymore because the Rotom forms are locked behind the internet event that I can't use. Why did you have to use the outdated technology, Nintendo? Why are you so behind times? Why Game Freak? Why? I want to rush Rotom. And those were my top six or whatever scary themes in non-war games. Now, I apologize if this video seems really rushed, but honestly, I need to get this video out in time for Halloween because I was busy for reasons that don't probably involve me making my own game. What are we talking about again? Yes. Just thank you for watching and have a amazing, but most importantly, safe Halloween. And if you want Rotom, don't go looking into like creepy mansions. You know, there are probably pedophiles in there. I'm not saying it's a bad thing, but actually, what am I? That's illegal. Why am I saying that? I'm just gonna end it here. I'm just gonna go trick or treating now. Oh, I can't because I'm old.